Hi guys, welcome to Brains and the Beat. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're oldie but goodie, thank you for staying tuned to your girl. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about three topics. And the first one we're going to be doing is the no oil found in Jamaica. And then they're trying to reopen a gold plant that was in Jamaica also. So I'm going to bunch those two together and we're going to talk about that. In 2018, Jamaica Oil and Gas Exploration Program marked a major milestone when Toland carried out the first ever 3D systematic survey. In Jamaica's offshore areas, the survey, which covered a 2,250 square kilometer area within the Walton Morant block south of Jamaica, allowed the explorer to collect sound imaging data to generate detailed 3D images of rock layers beneath the seafloor for further detailed analysis to identify potential oil and gas reservoirs. The PCJ said with an initial interpretation of the data has revealed positive indicators of the potential presence of fluids. At this point, there is no scientific confirmation of the actual presence of or gas of oil or gas offshore Jamaica. Therefore, although the preliminary evolution showed signs which suggest prospective resources of as much as 200 million barrels, the information is still at best indicative and cannot be considered conclusive. The detailed risks associated with those prospective resources can only be determined if a well is drilled, and said the PCJ in the news release. In keeping with established oil and gas industry protocols, Tolan and the PCJ are now undertaking a detailed analysis of the data, which is said to be completed by the end of December. The results of the survey will be among the factors which influence Tolan's decision making around a drill or stop decision, with the final determination expected by 2020. We're encouraged by the first overview of the results from the 3D systematic survey that was done last year, but there has been situation in other nearby territories where similar indicators were present, but they drilled and came up empty, so we are not getting ahead of ourselves by making any predictions about the presence of oil or the quantities that may be available. The PCJ acting general manager Brian Richardson explained. Oil and gas exploration is a lengthy, painstaking process, and there is no getting around the geographical work, including the data gathering and analyzing, and we are still taking it step by step. Our focus is working with Talon to complete the detailed analysis of the 3D data, and then we will have the decision making about potentially moving to the next stage, which would be drilling. Richardson said, "It's an exciting time, so we can continue to be cautiously optimistic, but the only way we'll ever be able to speak definitively about the presence of oil or gas in commercial quantities is if we drill and find out." So they're saying the only way to be definitive, the only way to be sure that there is oil or gas that are commercial quantities is if they start drilling. So all the exploration that they're doing is not 100% certain. They need to physically go in and dig. Do you think that they actually find oil offshore Jamaica and they're already drilling for oil, and they're just doing this because they're trying to prolong the process and take as much resources as they need? But because quite frankly, I don't believe any of this. They have great technology that can show you 3D data of if there's a presence of oil or gases. So I don't know what they mean when they say they have to actually go in and drill and find it. But quite frankly, I feel like they're already drilling for oil in Jamaica because Jamaica is abundant with natural resources. But let's get into another one. It says A warning sign readily greets visitors who harbor any thoughts to enter the premises of Azom Jam gold mining facilities in Pendants, Clarendon. The mine was opened in 2001, providing employment to residents of the surrounding communities. By December 2002, it was reportedly yielded 12,000 ounces of gold, and geologists suggested that only 3,000 to 4,000 ounces remain to be extracted. However, plagued with management issues, labor conflicts, and low yield due to alleged incorrect projections, it eventually ceased all operations by 2004. Fast forward 15 years, there are suggestions that the facility could be reopened. Earlier this month, reports circulated that a gold copper hunt is set to start in the hilly Clarendon community this month. However, the Central Star contacted Peter Knight, head of National Environment and Planning Agency. He said his office has not received any application for any such mining activities. And you know, they know how to keep it politically correct and say what they need to say when the media asks them questions. Meanwhile, the possible reopening of the gold mine is not good news for the residents of Pennant and adjoining communities such as Carl. This mining site cannot be reopened because all know I'm still waiting on my pay. It's a lot of money them owe we up here, and it's like we wait in vain. One day we just dey here and say place a lockdown and we don't hear anything a mention about we pay, and we talk about it years now, one resident said. This cannot open back or a soldier them have to go use guard it, because me not see how it possible to open or reopen a site when we dey here and wait for years for our pay, he added. In addition to the claims that they are owed for works done at the mine, residents said that the operation had an adverse impact on the environment. It didn't do much for the community, not even a facelift. From ever since we have to be buying water, one at a time, all the Rio Minnow get polluted and the fish them dead off. A whole lot of farmers lost their animals because enough cow dead off when them drink the water, a resident said. Another resident, Jason Brown, said the facility has also created strife between members of the community and stated that their small community was painted in a bad light. We really don't miss the mining thing because it was not a benefit to the community. As a matter of fact, it did more bad than good because it used to make the people them live bad with each other, Brown said. Do you think that they need to open the gold mining plant in Jamaica? Quite frankly, I think the residents should get their money and they should be paid, especially since they have been waiting for their pay for years now. That is totally unacceptable. They got what they wanted, which was the gold, and then they just upped and left and not pay them. Like, that is beyond ridiculous. But I totally get where they're coming from when they say they don't want them back there and they need to pay them. What are your thoughts? One thing I realized when I went to Jamaica the last time was that Jamaica is full of natural resources, and that's what a lot of the fights, strifes, and murders are about in Jamaica. People want all the resources to belong to one particular group of people, and quite frankly, it's gonna cause a lot of issues in Jamaica, whether it's the oils that they're going to find on offshore Jamaica, or whether the gold that's there, or whether it's just the earth, because we have great weather and we have great soil for planting. So comment what your thoughts are in the comment section about the oil mining thing. Do you think that they should start or reopen the gold mining plant in Clarendon? Do you think it's going to be of benefit of the people that live in that community, or is it going to do more bad than good, like one of the persons in the community stated? Comment what your thoughts are in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.